everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's Vlogmas video is going to be the Christmas tag. I'm not gonna lie, I have been so excited to do this video. I saw this back when Zoe did it for the first time, 2012 I think, and I've been longing to do it. Didn't have time to do it last year, so this year I've made it a priority to do it. So the questions are the same as what Zoe did a couple of years ago. I will also leave them in the description box below, so you can have a glance at those as well. I will also tag anyone that wants to do this. It's a really good, fun, festive tag that I think everyone should do. And I'm also doing this as a collab with Charlie from Mummy in the Know. If you've watched me for a while, you'll know that I absolutely love her and her channel. She has 2 children. She's got Louis and she's got Evie, and she's currently pregnant with baby number 3, which is a little girl. I love her channel, like I said. She is very much like me. I feel like we're very similar and we just keep it real, and that's what I love. And I think that that's so rare to find that rawness on YouTube, and she does that, and I just absolutely love her and her content. So once you've watched this tag, pop over and watch Charlie's. I'll also link it in the description, and I'll link it at the end of the video for you, and just see how different our Christmases are and whether we have same traditions or whether they're polar opposites. So, getting on with the tag, there are 10 questions. The first one is, when do you start getting excited about Christmas? Now, if I'm being completely honest, about June. So my birthday's on the 12th of June. It's almost slap bang in the middle of the year. So as soon as my birthday's out of the way, I'm like, right, it's Christmas. If I'm being completely honest, I get more excited for Christmas in like July, August time than I do actually in December, because I wait all year for it, and then suddenly in the middle of November comes, I'm like, shit me, like Christmas is in a month. I'm not prepared for this. And even though I am prepared, because I'm obviously a very organised person, I don't know, like I just love Christmas so much. Although, as I've been getting older, this is gonna take it like down a notch on the excitement level. I also find Christmas very stressful. And I guess watching Vlogmas videos, for example Zoe, she's got all the money in the world, so she can spend so much money on everything, and she has the best Christmas ever in my opinion. And then I compare that to myself and I think, well, I can't do that. Like, I want to do everything that she does. Like last Christmas for Vlogmas, she went to Edinburgh and went to the Christmas market. I want to do that, but I can't afford to do that. So I feel like it's a really exciting time, and it's not all about money, but money would make everything so much easier. You have to let me know if you have the same sort of thoughts. I think as I'm getting older, I see it in a different light, and I see it as a financial strain. But let's get off the topic of money and let's just keep it all festive. So question number 2 is, do you still have advent calendars? We do. So myself and Neil, we always buy ourselves like chocolate ones. I think for the last couple of years I've had Malteser. This year I've switched it up. I've gone for a Cadbury's Heroes one. It's massive. I've never had one like it before. Like normally I have one with the foil, you pierce it and you pop out your chocolate, whereas this year I think it's going to be like miniature Heroes. It was on offer in Tesco's. And I got it for, that's why it's always good to get your advent calendars early, because they normally have the offers on like start of October. So I've had mine for ages. So I got mine, it should have been like £5, I got it for £3, and it's like a proper really nice one. And then Neil has got Galaxy. That was cheap as well. That was £1.49 because I got it quite early on. And then this year we have also got a wooden one. I wanted to get one from Aldi last year, but it sold out on the day. I actually went shopping on the day they got released this year, and I managed to grab one. Ours is white with like deers at the top. It's LED lit as well. It's slightly frustrating that it's battery operated as opposed to a plug-in. I would have preferred to have a plug-in one. But it was only £8.99. It's got little wooden drawers. I absolutely love it. So me and Neil have decided to split the drawers this time, because I don't want to fill it for myself, and I don't want Neil to feel like he has to spend money on my advent calendar filling it. So I was like, you have the even days and I'll have the odd days, because I prefer odd numbers. I'm not normal. And that's how we've done it. Then P has got 24 mini usable stockings. I always run on about these. Crocheted them last year. It took me a couple of months. I think that's why I always go on about it, because it was a massive thing for me and it was a big achievement to actually get them done. So she has 24 mini ones, and what I do, I call them drug bags. I probably shouldn't, but I get these little clear bags like this big off of eBay, and they're like Ziploc bags, but they're mini, which is why I call them drug bags. And I put in things like biscuits, like Barney Bear biscuits I got last year, or some fruit paws, like I get like a big bag and then empty them in. So yeah, that's what I do for P, and this year she has also got a book advent as well. This is going to be a massive video. Number 3 is, what are your favourite Christmas films? I have some. I've gone for 2 adult, 2 like kiddie ones. Let's do the adult ones first. So the first one is Love Actually. How could you not like this film? Like literally, I just get goosebumps thinking about it. I love it so much. So you've got, who have you got? Hugh Grant. Who doesn't like Hugh Grant? Colin Firth, Emma Thompson, Keira Knightley, Bill Nighy. It's also got Alan Rickman in. R.I.P. Alan. Oh, Snape. Like, it breaks my heart that he's passed away. This is just so festive, and this is always on like ITV2 around Christmas time. I just bloody love it. And like the last scene when he goes to the airport. Oh, it's emotional. And then this one, The Holiday. Again, who doesn't like The Holiday? This comes on like in the middle of summer on ITV2, and I'm like, I'm ready for Christmas. Put it on now. Jude Law in this is just the ideal man crush right there. I just love Jude Law in this, and he's got 2 little girls. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, they are my adult choices. And then a newer choice is Arthur Christmas. This film is amazing. I don't know if you've seen it, you'll have to let me know if you have. I bloody love this Christmas film. If I was small, so like 7, I don't know when you like stop believing, but if I saw this when I was small and I believed, this is how they get it done, and it's so clever. And I also love that it's like British. I just love it. So highly recommend Arthur Christmas. I see this everywhere in charity shops, and I just think, why would you get rid of it? And then the other one is something that me and Neil watch every single Christmas Eve. I don't know why, but we just do, and that is the Polar Express. I got this for £5 in Sainsbury's. Why I didn't take the sticker off, I don't know, but it's been on there for a couple of years now, so I don't want to ruin it. I just love this film. I don't really know why. I feel like it's a very underrated one. I think one of the main reasons I love it is because I went to go see it in the cinema, and I think it was the first and only Christmas film I've actually seen in the cinema, so it like holds a little place in my heart. And other ones that I love that are actually put away for P's Christmas Eve box is The Snowman, the Father Christmas one, Snowman and the Snow Dog, like all the Raymond Briggs ones I love. What else is there? Not a massive fan of Elf, not a massive fan of Grinch. I don't know why, I'm just not. Home Alone is obviously a classic. So I could rattle on for ages about Christmas films, but I'm sure you are bored of me talking about how much I love them. Question number 4 is, do you have any funny Christmas memories? I don't know. Really anything that really stuck with me, but because I've always been on my own, oh, it sounds really morbid, doesn't it? But I haven't really always had the best of Christmases because I'm an only child. I don't really have anyone to like bounce off of. God, that is a bit shit, isn't it? So it sounds really bad, but I generally can't think of anything that's been like had me in stitches like, oh my god, I'm gonna remember this moment for life. So let's move on from that. I never really hosted Christmas either, so I don't have like, I don't know, an example of like, oh, everything went wrong when I cooked it. When it went wrong last year when I cooked it, I was so ill, I wanted to cry and I had enough. So it sounds like I have a really pants Christmas, but I do really enjoy it. Number 5, talk us through your typical Christmas day. Being honest, it's still new to us. This is going to be P's 3rd Christmas, so obviously it's different to what it used to be before we had her. But the general vibe is you get up, we do breakfast for P, because if not, doing stocking and stuff, just, I want her to enjoy it. So with a full stomach is always the way forward. On Christmas for breakfast, I always have a Tesco's 2-pack chocolate croissant. I always have done. I don't know why, it's just something that my mum started and it's something that I always continue. I just love a chocolate croissant on Christmas. They're just insane. So we have that. P will probably have just toast or a normal croissant, and then we do stockings. So me and Neil buy each other presents for their stocking, and then pretty much I do all of P's. And we also have a stocking for Rue, which is our cat. Again, probably not the most normal thing, but I feel like a lot of people buy for their cats now, so it's perfectly acceptable. Once you've done stockings, get dressed, open up a couple of presents from underneath the tree. We always do presents underneath the tree from each other, so from Mama and Daddy to P, vice versa, family presents, all of that. And what we tend to do is we tend to open other people's presents first and then leave what we've brought for P or what we've brought for each other to do last. But we really make it last, so we do say like friends and family's presents and then watch a little bit of telly or watch a film or put P down for a nap, and then we have a chance to open our own stockings, get P up, and then we do lunch at about 12, 1ish, whenever we normally have lunch. Again, our lunch isn't really anything extravagant. We never do turkey because they're so expensive and it's just a massive waste for just us three. Obviously P's only small, so she's not gonna chomp on a leg, and me and Neil only eat breast, so we literally just buy. For the past couple of years we have brought like a turkey breast joint that we put in the what is it, it's called a crown I think, and it comes in like a little silver foil package. Put that in the oven last year, and because I put everything else in at the same time, it literally took about 5 hours for our meal to cook. I'm never doing that again. So this year we're just going to buy chicken because, oh, I don't know, I know it's not Christmas without turkey, but after last year it just put me off. And then what else do we have? Pigs in blankets, stuffing, Yorkshires. Neil, because again he's very fussy, he only has on his Christmas dinner meat, pigs in blankets and Yorkshire puddings. He doesn't eat any potato, any veg, he has gravy, that's it. So another reason as to why we don't do like a massive Christmas is because it's pointless. So we'll have our lunch, finish opening presents, have a little snooze if P's tired, watch some telly, watch a film, put some like music on in the background, play a board game, and that's it. That's our Christmas. I feel like it's a long run up to basically just a glorified roast with some presents, but that is our day. Number 6 is what do you eat for Christmas dinner, so I've basically just run through it. Like I said, Neil is so fussy, he doesn't eat anything. I should basically just have 2 plates of food. My favourite is stuffing. I bloody love stuffing. I also love a Yorkshire pudding with like the gravy in the middle. It makes it all go soggy. Parsnips and carrots, and obviously I just love it all. And then P doesn't really eat that much anyway, so I'm basically doing Christmas dinner for myself. And then sort of in the evening we tend to have like a buffet. We do it at about 7 once P's gone to bed, so we can just thoroughly enjoy ourselves. But we get out like the part baked rolls, your cheese, God knows how many crisps, your kettle chips, your Pringles, cheese savouries, chipsticks. Oh, it's just a carb fest. And then you get your chocolates out, so your celebrations and your heroes, and then like your matchsticks and a chocolate orange, and basically just turn obese in 24 hours. It's great. And then I also bake a cake. So again, we don't like Christmas cake because we're fussy, so I either do a chocolate fudge cake or Victoria sponge, and this year I'm doing a Victoria sponge, so we have that about 9 o'clock with some tea. Number 7, do you have any Christmas traditions? This will be mine and Neil's 6th or 7th Christmas, I can't remember. God, that's been so long, and like I said, this is P's 3rd. So we're still sort of sticking to our same routine. One thing that I have introduced for P is I buy her a new Christmas decoration every single year, so that when she moves out or has her own like proper big tree in her bedroom when she's like a teenager, she can have all of her special ornaments. So last year I got her a ceramic star. It was half white, half rose gold. This year, where are they? They're up here. Let me go and grab them. Here I actually got 2 because I was so indecisive. So I got this one. Now, it looks pretty pants, but it's really pretty in like real life. This was 99p, I think, or 1.19. Hang on. £1. This is from the range. It's glass, and it basically just looks like a bubble. So I don't know if it's going to pick up, but it's like got the rainbow glow on it. So we've got that one. And then the other one that I just think is really pretty and can just go with any theme that she has when she's older. Again, this was £1. Oh no, this one was £1.19. And it's just like this off grey with like silver flecks in it. Okay. So it's like this off grey with silver flecks in it. I absolutely love it, and I think it's beautiful. So it's just something that I really wanted to do. I saw that Fleur de Force's mother-in-law, since Fleur and Mike got married, she buys her a new bauble every single, I think it's since they got married or since they like were together. She buys them a new decoration each year, and I just thought it was a really lovely thing, and I'd never heard of it before. So that is why I'm doing it for P, because I just think it's nice, and again, it's something that I never had. it's just the little things go a long way sometimes, so hopefully she'll appreciate that in years to come. But other than that, traditions pretty much stay the same. I like to play board games. I've basically forced Neil to play board games. Neil's a massive Scrooge, if you can't tell already. What are your favourite Christmas songs? Last year I absolutely loved Leona Lewis, One More Sleep, I think. Loved that. Don't know why, literally just was my jam last year. Then Justin Bieber, Mistletoe, and Ariana Grande, Santa Tell Me. Loved those, and they're like not traditional ones, they're like upbeat poppy ones, and I loved them. But obviously you've got all of the classics, so you've got Wizard, Slade, E17, Band-Aid, Shakin' Stevens. What are my favourite ones? I like the Paul McCartney one, I like the John Lennon one. Is it John Lennon? I think so. Step Into Christmas by Elton John, that's a classic. Wham! Last Christmas. It makes me upset this year because last year George Michael died on Christmas Day and I was devastated. So this year it holds like more like sentimental value. So I love Wham! Like what a song. So many. I've actually been listening to Heart Xmas on the telly. It's number 387 if you're interested. Fab channel. Number 9. What is the best present you've ever received? I was very lucky. My mum met my stepdad in 2005, so I think before then I was very lucky with what I received, but there was never anything like extravagant because my parents couldn't afford it. I basically had 2 Christmases growing up. I was brought up by my mum and saw my dad, so I was very lucky to receive what I did get. But I think when I met my stepdad Eugene, I don't know if any of you remember him from all of my old vlogs all those years ago. You have to leave me a comment, let me know if you do. When we met him, we were very fortunate and we were very lucky to receive the gifts that I did. So GHD hair straighteners, loved those. They literally, it sounds so silly, but they changed my life. I was very lucky to get a laptop in year 9 when I'd started high school. So I literally just spent my whole life on MSN. I got an iPod Touch one year, so I think with him it was very much like all your techie gadgets that we were never able to afford. I always remember those. As for presents from Neil, again I've been spoilt rotten, so for 2 years on the trot, this is before we had like when we had like disposable cash, which makes me feel ill just saying that we had disposable cash because we don't now. But he got me on the 2 years on the trot, he got me Michael Kors watch. So for the first year I got a rose gold one. That was our first Christmas I think. And then for the second Christmas I got my gold one, which I'm actually still wearing today. So I was so lucky to receive those. I always got like really lovely bits anyway, like perfumes and books and a couple of games for the PlayStation and Xbox when I used to do that. So I've always been really lucky. And I remember one present that I also received from my dad when I was probably about 11, and I got a micro scooter and I bloody loved that thing. My dad still got it now and he says that he still uses it, so it's a fab purchase that I remember I bloody loved. The final question is real or fake Christmas tree. I don't think I've ever had a real Christmas tree because they're just a pain. I don't really care about the smell because I've got candles lit that smell like Christmas trees. I don't need an actual tree in my house. It doesn't appeal to me. I don't like the needles, I don't like how much they drop, I don't like the fact you have to like try and keep them alive and like water them and stuff. I've seen some videos, which makes my skin crawl just thinking about it, how like they had to like bin their trees before Christmas because they were like infested with bugs. Oh, vom in my mouth. I don't need any of that. So like this little tree here cost me £3 from Tesco's and I bloody love it. 3 Christmas trees. Again, not on the scale of Zoella, which is something that I would love because I feel like me and her would get on very well because we both love Christmas. Me, Tom Fletcher and Zoe I think would have a fab Christmas together. But yeah, so I've got a little 2-foot mini tree here. I've got a 3-foot pre-lit one in my bedroom. It's got a standard 6-foot one in my front room, and I love fake Christmas trees. I think they're great. That's the end of the tag. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you sort of got to learn a little bit about me and my past. My Christmas past, present and future. There you go. It's like the Muppets Christmas Carol or just the plain Christmas Carol. Anyway, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment answering the questions that I've asked throughout the video. I can't remember what I've asked. I tag anyone that wants to do this, whether you want to write them in the comments below or do a video. Please let me know and tag me in them, and I'll go over and check out your answers. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you're all looking forward to Christmas, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!